So you've just got yourself the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 2, Samsung's new flagship tuned by AKG, and I'm making this video for you so that you can make the most from these from day one. And I'm going to give you 5 settings that you can change immediately that will improve your user experience. So here's tip number 1. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to add a widget to the home screen that allows me to access the settings on the buds very quickly. And you might actually want to do this yourself on your phone because it is useful. So if you go to add a widget, type in Galaxy Buds Pro Manager, tap that and add this somewhere to your home screen. I'm just going to put it here so I have quick access to it, and then you can adjust all the transparency and all that good stuff too. So I'm not going to walk you through the basic controls. I will show you how to customize them though, but here's the first setting I think you should switch on straight away. So did you know that there's actually 2 different touch areas on the back of each bud? There's the large area that everybody knows about, and there's a secret area just lower down at the bottom of the earbud that will allow you to adjust the volume control. So we can get to the settings for the earbuds just by tapping the widget, but if you don't have the widget or you don't want the widget, you can actually go to all your apps and go to the Galaxy Wearable app, and that will take you to the same menu. But you can see why the widget is quite a useful thing to have on the home screen. So to enable this secret touch area on the back of the earbuds, you need to go into the settings, go to the earbud settings here, scroll down to where it says labs, go to that setting, and where it says double tap earbud edge, enable that. I've already done it. Once you've done this and you tap on the words there, you'll actually see how to use it. So you have the upper section, which is the normal touch controls, but that lower section there, if you double tap the right earbud, the volume will go up. If you double tap the left earbud, the volume will go down. And if you decide to keep double tapping the right earbud, you can turn it up to 11. And while you're in the rhythm of tapping, if you wouldn't mind tapping that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. Okay, tip number 2, before I show you what it is, I just need to do something because it's bothering me. I'm gonna change the transparency on the widget so it's not so visible on top of the background. And if you guys want this wallpaper, just let me know in the comments below and I'll send you over a link, a private link to my private stash of wallpapers. So now let's take the customization of the earbud controls up a level. So if we go into the Buds 2 settings menu again, I'm just going to tap the widget, nice and easy, because it's just so much quicker. And if we scroll down to where it says touch controls, you can see all of the controls that are available on the device. You can switch on and off these however you feel necessary. But there is one thing, one adjustment that I think you should do straight away, because as standard, the touch and hold command is the same on both earbuds. To me, that seems like a little bit of a waste. So let's fix that. Tap on the touch and hold text, and you can see we can customize each side to whatever we want. For me personally, I use the right earbud touch and hold command a lot to switch through the ANC mode. The left earbud, however, I'm going to set it to voice command. Now, once you've done that, and you put the earbuds in, the first time you touch and hold the earbud on the left side, you'll actually get the option to choose what AI assistant you want to set it up as. So you have the option of Bixby, Samsung's own AI, you have Alexa, or you have Google Assistant. I prefer the Google Assistant. I think it's the best one, but I do use Alexa for a lot of my home automation, and Bixby is very good for fitness tracking apps within the Samsung Health app. So choose the right AI for you with your earbuds and the way you use your earbuds. For example, if you are using Samsung Health all the time and you're listening to music while working out, then the Bixby one might be the best. So once you've set this up, next time someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you can say, I don't know, but I can find out, and you can ask your AI. But the problem then becomes, what happens if you've got the ANC on and you can't hear them at all? Well, this takes me nicely onto tip number 3. Because yes, you can touch and hold on the right earbud to toggle through to ambient mode or turn off ANC entirely, or whatever you choose. But there is a better way to do it, an automated way, which requires far less effort, and that is something that appeals to me. Minimum effort, maximum performance. So if we go back into the Galaxy Buds settings, here at the top where it says voice detect, if you enable that, essentially what will happen is every time you start speaking, it will switch automatically into ambient mode. And if you want to, you can tap on the text there and adjust how long it goes into the ambient mode for. So this is very useful if you're on a plane, you've got your ANC on, the drinks cart's coming down the aisle and you want to order yourself a G&T. You can have this on, and then as soon as you speak, the ambient mode triggers, and then 10 seconds later, it will go back into ANC mode. The only downside to using this setting is if you're the type of person who likes to sing along or whistle or even hum along to music, that could trigger the voice detect to pick up and constantly switch your sound into ambient mode when you don't want it to. So for some of you guys, I would only suggest using this mode when you're on a train, a plane, or an automobile where you're not going to be singing along to your favorite songs. Tip number 4, honestly, this was going to be tip number 1, but it's not that exciting, so I moved it back down the list a little bit, but it is very, very important. Tucked away inside the cable, you'll find another little box that contains different size silicone ear tips. The medium tips are already pre-installed on the earbuds, and you have a small and a large size as well in this box. And it's important to keep in mind that you may need different sizes on each side because your ear canals might be slightly different, believe it or not. And we can find out. So if we open the Galaxy Wearable app once again, or click on the widget and go to earbuds settings. Now here at the top where it says earbud fit test, tap that. Put the earbuds in your ears. And if you're not sure how to do that, you can watch a video. It's pretty straightforward. One word of advice before you do this though is do not jam the earbuds in as far as they will go. Wear them how they feel comfortable, and actually even try smiling a little bit, because you just got some awesome earbuds, but also because that will help the earbuds fall into place where they will sit more naturally on a day-to-day basis. Once you've done that, push start. It will test the fit in both your ears, and as you can see, the left fit is good. The right fit is not good. So what I can now do is take the earbuds out and test the different sizes. I do recommend you run this test 3 times with the 3 different sizes, and that way you can figure out which size you need for which ear so that you get the right fit from day one. And not only will this improve the sound quality that you get from the earbuds, it will also significantly improve the passive noise cancelling. And when you combine that with the active noise cancelling, you will get the best possible noise reduction from these earbuds. So this was actually going to be closer to the beginning of the video as well, because it's actually a very important thing to do straight away. But because the silicone tips affect the sound quality and the ANC so much, I had to put it behind this, but this is important. So check this out. Go into the Galaxy Wearable app once again, scroll down to the earbud settings, and then here at the top is the EQs that are pre-programmed by Samsung. Now, I'm not saying that the Buds 2 Pro don't sound great straight away out of the box. In fact, they do. In my personal opinion, as someone who's tested so many earbuds over the years, is that the dynamic EQ here is by far the best. In fact, I believe this to be the Harman signature curve. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, Samsung acquired Harman in 2016 for $8 billion. And with this acquisition came an incredible amount of audio expertise from Harman, who are specialists in audio. In fact, they're one of the largest audio research groups in the world. So trust me when I say this, all of these EQs are good. But for me, this one, the dynamic one, is the best. But if you're a bass head, then you should definitely use the bass boost. But when I switched to this immediately out of the box, I noticed a big jump up in sound quality performance. But here's what you should do. Test them all out, see which one you like. And if you trust me and you don't have time to test them all out, just switch it to dynamic and you can thank me later. So thank you for making it all the way to tip number 5. Of course, I got some bonus tips for you guys. And if you've got any of your own tips that aren't featured in this video, leave them in the comments below, because I want to test those out. Because I'm not the type of tech reviewer who thinks they know everything. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. Okay, so here's the first bonus tip for you legendary people. So if we go back into the settings on the earbuds once again and go to the Find My Earbuds section. So of course you can enable this setting here to find where you left your earbuds. It can actually remind you when you've left them behind as well. So to enable this, if you go into the settings, scroll down to the Find My section, here at the top is the Notify When Left Behind setting. So when you enable this, it will actually alert you if you leave them behind in, let's say, a taxi cab or a coffee shop or something like that. Now, let's say sometimes you want to leave the house without your earbuds, you just want to leave them at home for the day. You can actually go into the settings on that section and actually add a safe place. Now, if you leave the Galaxy Buds in that safe place and go out for the day, your phone's not going to be blowing up, reminding you that you left them behind. So you can actually add a bunch of different safe places if you want. For me, I've just set up the home address because sometimes I'm using different earbuds or over-ear headphones and stuff like that. So use that, it's very important. Check this out, this one's for you parents out there. If you've got these earbuds and you're letting your kids use them, or maybe you bought them for your kids, you might want to switch this on, and that's share this device's location. So let's say your kid goes missing, you can track them down with the Find My feature by tracking the earbuds. Okay, here's another bonus tip and a question for you. Do you ever sit at a computer or stare at your phone for extended periods of time? And if you said no, you're lying because you've been watching this video for quite a while now. Anyway, if the answer is yes, this will help you. Go to the earbud settings within the menu, scroll down to where it says next stretch reminders. Now, when you enable this the first time, it will actually help you calibrate the sensors on board the earbuds. So there's actually sensors built into the earbuds that can tell when you're looking down or looking up or looking left or looking right. So using those sensors, it can tell you and prompt you when you should look up and relieve your neck a little bit, because if you're constantly looking at your phone all the time, not only could you just walk out in front of a bus and get hit by it, it will also damage your spine a little bit over time. So by enabling this, you'll actually get reminders from your phone when you've been looking down for too long, and it'll actually even teach you how to stretch so you can protect your neck, which reminds me of a really good Wu-Tang song. Okay, so let me know in the comments, are you familiar with 360 reality audio or spatial audio? If no, then you really do need to try it out. There is a video on YouTube that you can find. Just type in 360 reality audio and it's an official Sony demo. Test that out with whatever headphones you have. Trust me, you'll hear what it's about. And you should really know by now because it is the future of audio formats. But anyway, from what I can tell, when you go into the earbud settings, there is the 360 audio setting here, which you can toggle on and off. Now, when you enable this, essentially what the phone tries to do is emulate that spatial audio effect on regular tracks. But you don't have to switch this on to listen to 360 reality audio tracks. If you play a track that's been mixed in 360 reality audio, it will play back the way it's supposed to through the earbuds. This, I believe, is just an upmixing software to enhance stereo tracks. But check this out. This is the next step if you choose to take it. Tap on the 360 audio text and this takes you to a new sub menu. Now here you can enable head tracking. Now the best way to explain the effect you get with this is if you imagine watching a band live on stage, when you turn your head away from the stage, left or right, the sound in each ear changes. One ear will be louder than the other. So this mimics that effect, but it also mimics it on the vertical axis as well. So not just left and right, up and down. Try it out, you might like it, you might find it annoys you, but what's important is you know where to find it. So within the settings menu, tap on the text, here you can disable or enable it. So if you have any secret tips and tricks for the Galaxy Buds Pro 2, do leave them in the comments below. And if you want to learn how to almost double your battery life on your Samsung Galaxy smartphone, check out this video. It's full of secret hidden tips and tricks that you might not have seen before. So do that now and I will see you in the next one. Don't be late.